All right. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. My name is Astrid. I'm a psychic oracle and mentor. And this, my little corner of the internet, is called the Sacred Gray. Welcome, welcome. Cancer, I have some cards out on the table for you. This is a really powerful message. And I started recording and actually just restarted because I wanted to just get it out in the way that Spirit handed it to me. Cancer, you're in a place right now where you're very pointed, you're very directional, you're very, I deserve X, Y, and Z, and I am not settling for anything other than X, Y, or Z. And that's an admirable place to be. And at first I started to feel like maybe there was this kind of at all costs kind of vibe that I was picking up on, which I didn't love, but I don't think that that's it. Cancer, I can see you in a place where you are looking back on everything that's transpired. I'm hearing specifically the past 4 months. I'm seeing a calendar, and it's like you're looking at the calendar, like you're scrolling through like on your phone or wherever, and you're just like, wow, I can't believe it's been this long, you know? It's a point of reflection where, you know, you're feeling like you're coming home after what feels to be a really intense battle. And I can see you sitting here and saying that you're going to deal this justice for yourself and that there's no other way to move forward. Okay. And you have great balanced optimism here. You're vindicated in this. Okay. And you're approaching this from, it's almost like you are like, I can see where I could go, right? Mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. I can see the pattern that would be easy to fall into, but I'm not going to do that this time. You know, I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to make sure that every single thing that comes from me is contrary to harmful patterns that maybe you've seen from people around you. But also I think that you've learned from experience here, right? You are very dedicated in your path forward of creating new life for yourself. And I'm curious, actually, what is Cancer's end game here? What is the kind of pie in the sky? The Magician in reverse. Can I get some clarity on that, Spirit? The Magician in reverse. What is Cancer's end game here? King of Pentacles, the Tower. Wow. And here is kind of a spiteful energy that I was picking up on that I was curious about, because I do feel like part of your, this is a little intense, my guy. Okay. Part of your, Cancer, there's a heaviness here. I feel like part of the goal for you is to create an image of yourself that is very different from what other people may have projected onto you given your life experiences. I do see that there are people who, there have been people in your life, maybe currently or not, that have put you in positions, and I'm seeing you like actually being like put down, and you're kind of like cowering in a way. And so there are people in your life who have put you in this place of truly like making attempts to truly take your power away, right? And I this is so substantial in that you're going forth, because while there is this kind of like, well, there is this kind of spiteful energy that I'm picking up on, where it's like, I'm going to prove these people wrong. There's also this energy of humility that is really precious here. And I think you've entered a place, Cancer, where you understand that the humility that is required to achieve fulfillment, it's not something that you have to work for. You are balancing these energies of, I know I deserve, and I'm angry, you know, I'm angry, and there's more, there's just so much power behind you, where you have all of these big emotions and you're balancing all of them. And I can see you doing a really fantastic job at it. And I also see now Spirit's showing me like baseballs being thrown at you, or like tennis balls being thrown. Like I'm seeing a baseball, but I'm hearing tennis ball. And so it's like, because a baseball is a lot harder than a tennis ball, right? So it's like people are trying to like pelt you with things, and you are transmuting those things before they even reach you, you know? So maybe they threw a baseball at you, and those are really, have you ever been hit with a baseball? I mean, my God, they threw baseballs at you, but those things landed as soft as a tennis ball or even softer, right? And this is your card. This is the card of Cancer. And it's pushed you into a place where you are now tuned into your power. This is cosmic, is the word that I'm hearing, cosmic. You are tuned into a level of power and understanding and a frequency that is truly not of this realm, that you have always had access to, but now has really taken full form here. It's really like you're really in a place where these things can move through you in a way that is like magical and balanced and poised. And so there's pride here, Cancer, there's pride, and it's a pride that you deserve. It's a powerful, substantiated is a word that I'm hearing, foundation for you to move forward on, right? This Empress card, I keep coming back to it because it came out right alongside the Sun. It's like, I keep coming back to this feeling of you. It's like you're truly embodying the observer here, the deserver. Ooh. Yeah. You're really embodying this energy of, looking at what you're experiencing emotionally, spiritually, and in other kind of human realms. I'm trying to, cause I'm hearing like not safe for work things come through, funny enough. So I'm trying to, but just like basically like you're feeling everything so I don't know who that's for, but like there's something to do with like body experiences with other humans, as well here. Like there's all of these things that you deserve, and you're feeling everything emotionally, that's coming through around these things that you know that you deserve, that you haven't been given, and you're able to identify those things as opposed to identify with something with those things, which is something I say to my collective a lot. Identify, don't identify with. And that gives you a kind of power that allows you to use the power that you've always had in a way that is very effective, right? In a way that is, it like catapults you. And I feel like this is just, beginning for you, Cancer. There's so much momentum behind you now. So can I get some, and that's kind of, bringing me back to this Chariot card of like, you have this power that you're now able to use in a way that you've never been able to really use before. And you're seeing it, really go for, like, it's fulfilling. So I wonder, can I get some advice is kind of what I'm hearing for you. 9 of Pentacles. You've leveled up incredibly in a way that it's like you and all of the people around, like you can feel it and you're just living it, but all of the people around you see it too. And I think that with the 4 of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck, I think that they're seeing it in you as you're now more comfortable with yourself. You seem more stable, you seem more focused, but that also puts you in a place of power where, because you have this comfort in your demeanor and your general, the way that you carry yourself, now it almost feels as if people might be trying to put you back into a kind of a box that they once placed you in, which brings me back to these cards. That's like, you can see where things would go awry, I suppose, in how you're being received. And this is an ongoing energy, by the way. This is what I'm describing right now. This observing, how you're feeling and observing what's going on around you, observing the way you're being received. The advice for you is to truly take comfort in the upgrades that you've received as a point of power, as a place of advantage, because in time, and I think that this is kind of, where you can feel that energy of spite that might be coming through of like, I'm going to win so that I can like, prove all these people wrong, right? This kind of like wanting to throw it in people's face. Like, look, I succeeded anyways. Look, I did all this stuff anyways. To temper that, like you're validated in that. Spirit is saying that you're validated in that, but to temper that, taking comfort in the way that you've been set apart, taking comfort in the way that you have been separated from the whole. Cancer, I'm hearing the word maintaining or maintenance of this upgrade that you've received and are now embodying. It requires you to truly, I guess gratitude would be the thing here, because it's so far beyond just like, look, I have all these things and like, look, I've gotten this far for myself, or look what I've learned, or it's this feeling of like, I'm grateful that I wake up in the morning with this kind of vindication that I don't have to seek external like proof of, like, that you know what you know. You know what you've done, you know what you've achieved, and there's no need to prove it to anyone. And that doesn't mean that you are withholding or whatever, and being okay with other people seeing you that way, right? Because there is this energy of, and I think you've been here before recently is what I'm hearing, where your guard was up and you were kind of burnt out. This card, this 9 of Wands, always makes me think burnt out, right? But then at the bottom of the deck, we have this 10 of Pentacles. I just feel like there's no way that you went through this experience, that you've gone through this life, and you've now kind of reached this threshold where you can look out and observe and see what you've gathered, and not have this advantage over the people around you. But I guess what's being shown here is the light and the dark of that, right? Managing, the light and the dark of the very deserving pride that you're experiencing, the well-deserved pride that you're experiencing. So Cancer, your message here really is that there is more coming. There is more coming. And so again, we have this kind of, and you know what, Cancer, I think that you're experiencing this in waves. I think that you're experiencing like waves of emotion that would make you feel as it, like, it's not coming all at once. It's not constant. It's not static where you're just like, I want revenge, like maybe there was a chapter of that before where you really were angry, and this would have been short-lived. You really were angry, and you maybe were coming from a place where like you did perhaps want to achieve some kind of revenge on people who have wronged you or situations in your life. But now it seems to be coming in waves or like spikes. Okay. So with the Queen of Swords here, in its reversal at the bottom of the deck, I wonder, Cancer, if I'm also hearing that this is an external energy that's influencing you, Cancer. So I wonder if there's something about picking up on what other people are displaying, like picking up on people's behaviors, and applying them maybe energetically, like in private. I'm seeing you sitting in bed, kind of like on your phone, like window shopping, and then you are kind of in a place where you're all of a sudden upset or angry, or this, one of the words that I heard just now is belittled, like you are now in touch with the part of you that was made to look or feel small, and that sends a spike of anger. And so I guess the biggest message of this reading is to mitigate that with a kind of gratitude and generosity. One of the things that's coming forward for you right now is this idea of being a peace bringer as opposed to a peacekeeper. A peace bringer brings peace because they have an abundance of it to provide, right? A peace bringer is someone who brings peace to the collective because they're overflowing with that resource. So if you are in a place where I can see you barreling towards this future that you will achieve, okay, it is guaranteed that, you are very much deserving of, and you're doing so with your chest out and with a sense of pride, you're more inclined to kind of take from people without realizing it. But if you're going towards that, knowing that you're going to get it, if you're going towards that 10 of Pentacles, knowing that you're going to receive it, and having peace in your heart that you're going to receive it, and having the joy of understanding that it is going to come to you, then Spirit is saying it allows you the freedom, right? Which I think is really kind of what you're looking for here in a way, to be at ease, right? There is a lot that you've been shorted of, and you don't want to provide that to yourself, that which, you have been shorted of peace and joy and fulfillment because of what other people around you have placed upon you, right? Shame or guilt or fear or what have you. And so what Spirit is saying is you don't want to give yourself that which has been placed upon you in the name of your pursuit of the opposite. Does this make sense? It's this feeling of like, I'm going after that 10 of Pentacles, but I'm embodying like the 7 of Swords the whole way there. You know what I mean? So you don't want to inflict harm upon yourself while seeking to embody the opposite energy. Do you see what I'm saying here? Cancer, you feel so deeply about what it is that you are planting right now and the path that you're on, and that's not for no reason. So validate yourself. Validate yourself. This is so powerful. I'm going to get one more message for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for being here, by the way. Temperance in reverse. Final card, please. Final card. Yeah. So again, kind of similar to, and then we'll have the anchor here as the 10 of Swords, similar to kind of what I was just saying is like, if you're barreling into situations wherein you're finding, if you're on the path, right? You're on the path of success right now, and you're vindicated in this, you feel strong, you're proud, right? If you see this as a long game, if you see this as achieving a level of success that requires, this is sustainable success. These are deep roots, right? These are deep roots that expand beyond generations, right? That feed the generations that follow. If you are looking for sustained success, like that real FU success, that real FU money, or whatever that looks like for you, then the key here is understanding that kind of slowing down allows you, Cancer, to change your mannerisms into just naturally. When you slow down, your mannerisms change into things that are much more sustainable. So I'm thinking of like the manner in which you relate with the people around you, the manner in which you keep your home, the manner in which you do work, the manner in which you rest. All of those things are required to be in balance in order for you to achieve the level of success that you are looking for. Do you see what I'm saying? So while you have this awakening to where you've been, where you're going, what you deserve, etc., you also want to maintain a level of poise and grace and sustained action so that those things can be sustainable when they come into fruition. Do you see? And this is the message that Spirit is saying will integrate on its own. So this is something that as you go through life, so receive what I'm saying. And as you go through this life, as you go on this journey, I want you to know that this will be enacted, I think, naturally. It is a part of the downloads that you've received, right? This is beautiful, Cancer, and I'm so proud of you. And I want you to know how validated you are in whatever moves you make, right? In whatever emotions you feel, okay, going forward here. Thank you so much. If you took something from this reading, please let me know in the comments. I'm so curious what you gained from this, how it relates to you, or if it doesn't relate to you at all. If you're like, hey, I'm a triple Cancer and I have no idea what you're talking about, Astrid, I want to know that too, right? I'm curious. Let me know. Please subscribe and please take care of yourself. Okay.